Welcome back. We move on to the next part of our chapter, which is malicious software. So we have been looking ataupun we have been going through the hardware, the software, the internet, the World Wide Web, and so on, right? So there is a threat, ada ancaman kepada setiap teknologi yang kita yang terhasil, okay? Dan ancaman-ancaman ini sebenarnya memang berlaku dan sentiasa ada, di mana tidak semua orang baik ataupun ada orang ataupun ada sesetengah pihak cuba untuk memanipulasikan sistem yang ada untuk kepentingan diri sendiri. So daripada itu ataupun daripada situ wujudnya malicious software, okay? Software yang berbahaya, right? So this malicious software is a threat to the information security, right? So we are going to look on the few of malicious software. The first one adalah virus. Okay, so virus kita selalu dengar. Semua orang cakap PC dia rosak disebabkan virus. Semua orang cakap dia punya handphone hang disebabkan virus. Semua orang cakap macam-macam disebabkan virus. Right? So this virus is not that it can make harm, atau it can bring harm into our daily life. It can bring harm to our hardware as well, because these viruses are very, very powerful. Right, so we move on. Let's move on and take a look what is virus. Computer virus that occur in the system can damage data, steal information, and cripple the system function. With the existence of a virus, it can damage our data. Okay? The virus is formed to make sure we could not get our data, to make sure our data is harmed, to make sure our data is crippled ataupun dimusnahkan. Benda yang sangat kita sayangkan. Okay? So we need a protection for that. So later on kita akan tengok macam mana untuk mengatasi masalah virus. Right. So what is virus? Number 2, the destructive program codes attach themselves to a host in a file or program of a computer system. Right. So the virus itself is not like COVID-19 virus. It's not like flu virus. It's not like cough virus. This virus is specifically designed to harm the technology, to harm the coding that available in our devices. Okay, so as far as we know, our devices is designed ataupun kita punya devices yang ada ini dilaksanakan ataupun terbentuk disebabkan coding-coding yang telah pun dimasukkan oleh kita punya engineer. And this coding akan dimusnahkan oleh virus, dan virus ini dicipta untuk memaksa pengguna ataupun mencuri maklumat pengguna ataupun menyusahkan pengguna teknologi. Right? So it is a destructive because code lawan code. Coding yang dibuat untuk melaksanakan sistem supaya berjalan dengan harmoni didatangkan dengan kod yang jahat dan mereka saling berlawan. By hosting themselves to a file, they are able to copy themselves and spread to other hosts via email. Okay? So how this virus been spread? An example been given here is email. Right? So whenever we see an attachment coming from ataupun attached from someone who we don't know, yet they make it like urgent, they make it like we won $1,000. They make it like we have won $1,000,000. And then they ask us to click on their attachment. The attachment itself is a virus. Okay, so a self-reminder to everyone not to click or not to accept anything from someone you don't know, and not to fall into a trap of this kind of virus. Right? So computer virus can also be spread when users download file from the internet or when users open a corrupted file. So kaedah lain yang digunakan untuk menghantar virus ini melalui link-link yang tidak disahkan ataupun link-link yang sengaja diberikan untuk mensasarkan kita. Okay? Contoh, kita hantar ataupun kita terima email, please click this link to get your prize, for example. Dengan sekali klik saja, virus tersebut akan tersebar dan juga akan membuatkan kita punya device haywire dan juga mungkin akan memusnahkan kita punya file yang ada dekat dalam device. Okay. Kenapa bila klik saja terus jadi rosak? Because the link itself consists ataupun ada coding-coding yang jahat yang dihantar untuk mendapatkan ataupun untuk memusnahkan kita punya file. Computer viruses are written by individuals with the intention of creating serious damage to private, business and government computer. Kenapa kena ada wujud orang-orang jahat macam ni? Tak boleh ke dia nak lihat kita hidup dengan harmoni, hidup dengan senang lenang dengan teknologi yang ada? Right? Because they would like to sell something. I'll let you know after this. Okay? Viruses are rogue software program that attach itself to other software program or data files, usually without user knowledge or permission. Yes, tanpa kita sedar, tanpa kita tahu, tanpa kita maklum, software-software yang kita download, software-software yang kita dapatkan daripada kawan, contohnya mungkin mengandungi virus yang kita tak nak pun virus ini ada dalam kita punya devices. Right? One thing, do not share your devices with person you don't trust, because that person might spread your virus. The next one, most computer viruses deliver a payload. Apa maksud payload? Dia akan memberatkan kita punya PC, dia akan memberatkan kita punya device. Okay, because they make it like they need to do a lot of things. Okay? They need to do a lot of things on our PC because of that coding. Right? The payload may be relatively benign, such as instruction to display a message or image, or it may be highly destructive, destroying programs or data, clogging computer memory, reformatting a computer's hard drive, or causing programs to run improperly. Sometimes, when viruses exist in our devices, whatever command we give to the computer, they won't follow. Contoh, kita nak buka file Microsoft Word, for example. Bila kita buka Microsoft, that file yang kita buka tu dia ada macam-macam dan dia keluar bahasa alien yang kita langsung tak faham, sedangkan benda tu hanyalah ABC 123. Okay? So virus telah melaksanakan kerja dia dengan memusnahkan file yang ada. Okay? Mungkin kita tengok macam biasa je ni, tapi sebenarnya dia telah pun memusnahkan kita punya file. Right? Viruses typically spread from computer to computer when humans take an action, such as sending an email attachment, or copying an infected files. Yeah? Bila kita copy file daripada komputer yang kita tak kenal, okay? Then the file itself dah pun infected by the virus. And bila kita copy daripada komputer tersebut, kita bawa pergi ke kita punya komputer and secara tidak langsung benda tersebut akan disebarkan. Okay? So be careful. And then the next type is worms. Okay? Do not have to attach themselves to a computer program. Okay? Berbeza dengan virus tadi, worm tak perlu attach, tak perlu duduk dekat program komputer. They are independent programs that replicate or copy themselves by sending copies of files to other computer in network. Okay? So bila ada worm lebih hebat daripada virus because they can copy themselves and they can make themselves available in another place, in another computer. Right? So worm dia bergerak secara sendiri, dia kopikan diri dia sendiri, dia duplikatekan diri dia sendiri untuk memastikan dia tersebar kepada PC-PC yang lain. So itu hebatnya worms lah. So if you are able to produce a worm, then let me know. We can do business together, right? And then the network infected by the computer worms is damaged as a lot of bandwidth is used to send millions of messages in the form of spam emails. Okay, secara tidak langsung worm ini dia menghantarkan diri dia secara banyak-banyak, dia spam emails. Okay, dia menghantarkan email yang email yang diragukan kepada semua orang. So bila masa tiba-tiba kawan cakap, kenapa kau hantar email yang tak apa-apa ni, and the email itself consists of things. Okay, things. So secara tidak langsung kita dipersalahkan. Akan tetapi sebenarnya apa yang berlaku, worms replicate diri dia dan menghantarkan diri dia melalui email yang ada. Right? So be careful. Worms affect the computer memory and cause the system to unresponsive. Dia akan affect kepada memory. Worm affect pada memory. Unlike viruses, worms can operate on their own without attaching to other computer programs, files, and rely less on human behavior in order to spread the computer to computer. Berbeza dengan virus kena ada human interaction. Manusia yang akan buat, ambil file daripada sini, bawa pergi komputer lain, dia akan spreadkan virus. Worm tak perlu. Worm tak perlu. Bila worm ini berlaku, ataupun bila adanya worm ini, dia akan replicate diri dia sendiri. Okay? So itu bahayanya worms. Computer worms spread much more rapidly than computer virus. So worms dia lebih pantas bergerak jika nak dibandingkan dengan virus. Worms destroy data and program as well as disrupt the operation of computer networks. Dia akan memusnahkan operasi komputer dan juga rangkaian-rangkaian komputer. Right? So please be careful. The next one adalah Trojan. Right? So what is Trojan? Trojan horses. Independent and legitimate software program. Dia merupakan satu software. Ini satu software. The Trojan horses attach itself to the computer system, and once it is triggered by a preset event or date in the computer system, it start to destroy file of this. Okay? Kalaulah ada, dia macam time bomb. Dia macam time bomb. Bila tiba masa dia akan memusnahkan file dan juga kita punya cakra keras. Trojan horse is a software program that appears to be benign, but then do something other than expected. Dia sepatutnya berjalan dengan bagus ataupun berjalan dengan baik, Trojan horses ni. Akan tetapi disebabkan sifat dia yang jahat tersebut, dia memusnahkan segala file yang ada. Right? So the Trojan horse is not itself a virus because it does not replicate. Okay. Virus dan juga worms replicate themselves. Trojan does not replicate. Okay. Dia merupakan satu software yang bergerak secara sendiri yang akan affect kepada PC dan juga files. Okay. Example, and Market Pay is a Trojan horse for Android phones. Okay. So kalau you nampak this apps ataupun this name appear in your phones, please delete that file because it is a Trojan files ataupun Trojan software, right? Okay, so you can read to the example being given. And then we have another one, spyware. Okay, spyware is an independent software program embedded in computer system. Okay, satu software khas yang dimasukkan ataupun yang di-embedkan ke dalam computer system. Spyware is used to gather private personal information that is then relayed to third parties that have interest in the information. Tugas spyware ni, dia ambil maklumat-maklumat peribadi, dihantar kepada penghantar dia. Dia macam kita hantar santau. Hantar santau pada orang ni, tiba-tiba santau ni dia nakkan maklumat apa? Maklumat bank duit, maklumat peribadi, carian internet dia pada hari-hari tertentu ataupun sehari-hari dia layan internet yang macam mana, that kind of things. Okay, bank account, names, password, and a lot of things. Okay, even our private videos. Okay, spyware application can monitor keystrokes, can scan files and snoop on other application. So, nama pun dia spy. Okay, he is spying. They put their eyes into our files. They put whatever we key into our computer will be monitored by the spyware. That is why he can get our password, he can get our full name, the last name, credit card number, account number, balance on our account, and so on. So that is the dangers of spyware. Spyware can also read cookies and change the default home page on the web browser. So whenever you browsing into the internet, and some of the software will send you a message or pop up requesting you to allow or not to allow, requesting you to install or not to install. So read carefully and not to click OK on everything. Okay, because it is perhaps spyware coming into your PC and devices. Spyware is often installed while a person visits a website by clicking on a disguise pop-up window or when downloading a file from the internet. Okay, bila masa pop-up tiba-tiba keluar, you click, punya spyware. Jangan heran kalau spyware ini muncul ataupun you telah pun infected by spyware. All your files can be distributed throughout the internet dan juga World Wide Web. Spyware steals serial numbers for software to launch internet attacks, to gain access to an email account, to obtain password, to protect the computer system, or to pick up personal information such as credit card numbers and so on. So I've been talking about this previously. Okay, yeah, that is the example. The Zeus Trojan stole financial and personal data from online banking and social networking sites by tracking users' keystroke as they entered data into their computers. So, nama spyware ini adalah Zeus Trojan. Okay. Kalau kita jumpa Zeus Trojan ini dalam kita punya PC, dalam kita punya device, please make sure we take extra attention, we take precaution to protect our data. Okay. Another example, other spyware program reset web browser homepage, redirect search requests, or slow performance by taking up too much memory. Right. Biasanya kan kalau PC baru ataupun kalau phone baru, kita akan sentiasa gunakan Google Chrome. Tiba-tiba kan satu hari disebabkan kita browsing internet too much, the Google Chrome tiba-tiba hilang, tiba-tiba keluar Bing, tiba-tiba keluar Zootopia, tiba-tiba keluar macam-macam search engine. Okay, so that search engine has been changed by spyware. So you need to be very, very careful, right? So that will be up to here. It is the malicious software. Okay, software yang merosakkan. So we move on to the next one. See you again.